I spent a considerable part of the last 2 days watching videos from Rabbi Sachs, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, reading tributes from around the world, and then watching all the Hespedim delivered at his actual Levaya, including, as many of you saw, from his daughter Gila, which literally brought tears to my eyes. There's nothing I can add to the hundreds of incredible tributes. Rabbi Sachs was larger than life, top of the top, literally our Gadol Hador and rabbinic leader. He was, as so many have called him, quoting from this week's Parsha, a Nasi Elokim, and even that doesn't do him justice. What can I add on any level? I'd like to therefore speak for a few minutes from the heart and share a personal reflection. To be clear, Rabbi Sachs wasn't my Rebbe, but he was a celebrity to me, to whom I was in awe of. I have only known Rabbi Sachs personally for 10 years, but in the last decade, I felt a special bond with him. I'm not delusional. I know that bond was only unidirectional, but it is his unique greatness and personal touch that helped me to feel that special relationship nonetheless. And it is this aspect of Rabbi Sachs that I'd like to share with you. I met Rabbi Sachs when I was blessed to somewhat share an honor with him at the 2010 Yeshivat Har Etzion annual dinner. I say somewhat because Rabbi Sachs was, of course, the main honoree, and Gush was kind enough to me as well. As part of this honor, I was able to spend time with Rabbi Sachs alone. What a privilege. I remember driving to Princeton University, where Rabbi Sachs was scheduled to give a lecture, and we sat together for around 30 to 40 minutes in an office just prior to his lecture. I had come prepared with a long list of questions and topics. What was amazing, though, was the number of questions that he asked me. He asked me about my family and, of course, my job, but he was much more interested in my goals, my hopes and dreams, and my aspirations. He was clear. He loved Jewish educators and rabbis, and he saw it as a priority to make time for them. And he told me that if I ever needed anything from him, I could always call upon him. The conversation was indescribable. One of the questions I asked him was about my career direction and how do I know if I'm really making an impact and making a difference in the lives of others. I really don't remember the whole answer, but I remember leaving the conversation truly motivated as he spoke to me about having a mission and a purpose in life. In the years since then, I was blessed to spend Pesach with Rabbi Sachs and his family twice. He was the guest speaker that everyone, of course, joined the program to listen to, and I was excited to give the Daf Yomi Shir and a few other drashot. I remember being incredibly nervous each day of Yontif as I had to deliver a drasha with him sitting and listening attentively. But he was so gracious, complimentary, and made me personally feel so special. 4 years ago, our students of Ulpana and Or Chaim had the privilege of hearing from Rabbi Sachs in our Beit Midrash here in Toronto. Rabbi Sachs davened with us and spoke to our students. Our president at the time, Steve Mayer, told me it was the single greatest highlight of his presidency. It was around Purim time, and Rabbi Sachs spoke about Esther and her ascendancy to the throne. Rabbi Sachs repeated over and over again, Mi yodea im la'et kazot higat lemalchut. Literally, who knows if it was just for this moment in time that you reached this royal position. And Rabbi Sachs went on to speak about Viktor Frankl and Eddie Jacobson, in all three cases giving stories to emphasize that people are placed on this earth to impact the world and make a difference. And it is our responsibility, Rabbi Sachs charged us all, to seize upon those opportunities. His speech 4 years ago at Or Chaim was spectacular, beyond words. And I felt during the entire 20 minutes of his speech that he was speaking directly to me. And I can assure you, I was not alone. Many, many others in that room also felt that he was speaking directly to them. And that's one of the aspects that is so remarkable about Rabbi Sachs. Rabbi Sachs has passed away way too young. He was in the middle of many projects, and he had so much more to accomplish. Rabbi Sachs is completely irreplaceable and will be missed by so many. I know that he will do everything he can to be a Melit Yosher for the Jewish people and the entire world. At this stage, I have the unique privilege to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening, an individual who needs no introduction, as he is one of the most sought after rabbinic leaders, speakers, and mentors today. On behalf of Mizrahi Canada and all those listening this evening live right now, as well as the thousands who will undoubtedly listen to your recording, Rabbi Schachter, thank you for joining us and agreeing to share a few words of tribute and remembrance.